Lesson 2. Word 2016. Tables. Tables help us to organize information neatly and make it easier to compare different things. They present data in columns and rows and make information look more organized and easier to read. Children will be able to add tables in a document, add or delete rows and columns in a table, edit and format the table, merge and split cells in a table. Neha. Hey Tia, we are now very much familiar with MS Word and can format our document with different styles and by adding pictures. Tia. Yes Neha, I love inserting pictures. Neha. Now we are going to learn about tables in MS Word. Tia. What are tables, Neha? Neha. Tables are used to present data in rows and columns. We can use them to organize information neatly, like making lists or comparing things side by side. Tia. That sounds cool, Neha. How do we do it? Neha. We'll learn how to make tables, add rows and columns, and put information in them. Tia. I am excited, Neha. Let's make some tables. Tables are useful for various tasks, such as presenting text information and numerical data. In Word, you can create a blank table, convert text to a table, and apply a variety of style and formats to existing tables. Table. A table presents the data in a structured way and helps to compare and analyze information. For example, the students' lists with their details can be arranged in a table. A table in a grid of rows and columns. Row. A row is a horizontal arrangement of data or information in a table. In a row, data is placed next to each other in the straight line. Column. A column is a vertical arrangement of data or information in a table. In a column, data is placed above each other in the straight line. Cell. The intersection of a row and a column is called a cell. Inserting a table. To insert a table, follow the given steps. 1. Click the Insert tab on the ribbon. 2. Click on Table. 3. Highlight the number of columns and rows you'd need by hovering the mouse over the boxes to select the number of rows and columns. Or 1. Click Insert Table. 2. The Insert Table window appears. Type appropriate values in the number of columns and number of rows boxes. 3. Click OK. Selecting table, row, column, or cell. There are times you want to select a single cell, an entire row or column, multiple rows or columns, or an entire table. Selecting an individual cell. To select an individual cell, move the mouse to the left side of the cell until you see it to turn into a black arrow that points up, and to the right click in the cell at that point to select it. Selecting a row. To select a row in a table, move the cursor to the left of the row until it turns into a white arrow pointing up and to the right. Selecting multiple rows. To select multiple rows this way, drag the mouse down over the other rows once you have selected one row. Selecting a column. To select a column, move the mouse over the column until you see a black down arrow and then click to select that column. Selecting the multiple columns. To select multiple columns, hold the mouse down when you click in the first column to be selected using the black arrow cursor and drag over the other columns to select them. Selecting an entire table. To select an entire table, move your mouse over the table until you see the table selection icon in the upper left corner of the table and click on it to select the table. Editing a table. Editing refers to entering data, inserting additional rows and columns, and deleting existing rows and columns in the table. For entering data in a table, place the cursor in the cell you want to add data. The first row can be used for specifying column headings. You can move through the cells using the arrow or tab keys from your keyboard. Inserting a row. 1. Position the cursor in the table where you want to insert a row. 2. Right-click and select the Insert option. 3. Click either the Insert rows above. 4. A new row will be inserted. Inserting a column. Step 1. Position the cursor in the table where you want to insert a column. Step 2. Right-click and select the Insert option. Step 3. Click either the Insert columns to the left or Insert columns to the right option. Step 4. A column will get inserted at the desired position. Deleting columns or rows. Step 1. Position your cursor in the row or column you want to delete. Step 2. Select the Layout tab under Table Tools. Step 3. Click the Delete button in the Rows and Column group. Step 4. Select either Delete Columns or Delete Rows. Merging cells. Sometimes you may require designing more complex tables. You may need to join two adjacent cells or divide a cell into two or more cells. MS Word provides us with Merge Cells option to combine two or more cells and Split Cells option to divide two or more cells. Steps to merge cells into a single cell. 1. Select the cells you wish to join. 2. Select the Layout tab. 3. Click the Merge Cells option to join the cells. Splitting cells. Steps to split a cell into two or more cells. 1. Place the cursor in the cell that you want to split. 2. Select the Layout tab. 3. Click the Split Cells option to divide the cell. A Split Cells dialog box. 4. Specify the number of rows and columns into which you want to divide the cell. 5. Click OK to split the cell. Applying table styles. Once you have created a table, MS Word allows you to apply various styles to the table to make it appear more attractive. Steps to apply table styles. 1. Select the table. 2. Select the Table Design tab. A list of table styles appears. 3. Click the drop-down arrow to view the entire list of table styles. 4. Click the desired table style from the list. The selected style will be applied. Flashback. Combining two or more cells in the same row or column into a single cell is called merging. Breaking up a single cell into multiple cells in a table is called splitting of cells. Table is a grid of rows and columns. Table Styles is an inbuilt facility of Word 2016. Table Tools tab includes the Design and Layout tabs. Merge Cells and Split Cells button are present in the Merge group.